What is happening in
Our people are getting murdered, tortured. Our old people who can't defend themselves are being burned with cooking oil.
Living in fear, attacked, killed, maimed because of their skin color. This is horrible. Horrible. And for some reason, people on the left labeled this a conspiracy theory. The evidence is there. It is not a conspiracy whatsoever. This is real. Why in the world would you refuse to even slightly look at it? Reverse is growing, it's pathetic, and it's very, very dangerous. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, for many people, it's deadly.
When I say I am tired of these folks and their antics, I am tired. You know, if you just let them tell it, the things you would hear. The narrative is always skewed and one-sided. They never get to the core of anything, and it's always an agenda to make them look a certain way. Me, an African, a black person watching this, and I just can't. With this performance, she could even win an Oscar. These folks would never stop painting black people as the villains. So let me get this straight. These unwanted guests invaded South Africa. Demonized, dehumanized, subdued, unalived, arrow-worded the indigenous of the land, and then they stole their land. And now the indigenous are asking for their land back, because that's what this is all about. But then the invaders are saying no, they won't give the land back. But then maybe one person unfortunately kpeme after a row. Then they come out screaming oppression, acting like they are getting unalived in the millions. Cry me a river. Just give the land back. Black people don't have anybody's time. If you are not in our business or holding things that belong to us, we don't have your time. Reverse racism is dangerous. That statement right there translates to, yes, we are racist to you, but don't be racist to us. But funny how this whole issue isn't about racism. It's about black people wanting their stuff back. But of course, that's not going to be the narrative now, would it? Because these folks want to be oppressed. One white person sheds a tear, and only now discrimination became real. Now it's a problem. One white person sheds a tear, and here he is gyrating. He cannot even stand still to make his point. He's moving up and down, and now the world have to stand still. Why in the world would you slightly refuse to even look at it? Give me a break.
You know what? You're not wrong. I will not be reporting on some fake white genocide. I will not be reporting on the fake lies that are spread by the Willem Petzers and the Bitter Einders and the AfriForums. So yeah, no, you are spot on. I'm also not going to be reporting on some fake oppression that white people are supposed to be experiencing in South Africa because of BEE, simply for the reason that Ernst Roets has told us that white people on average have got richer since BEE. So, yeah, I suggest that you take your fake oppressed ass off my page.
Well, at least there are some who tell the truth.
For the simple reason is we saw white racist trash behaving like white racist trash, and you will not say anything about that. White people behaving like fucking savages. Really? So off you go. Take your fake oppressed ass, off you go.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be respectful. Like, I've gotten a lot of comments on that video, and to be honest, I can't change your opinion, but I will just say this.
So this guy on the screen right now was the one who actually reposted on TikTok the video we saw at the beginning of this video. The video actually went viral on TikTok, but unfortunately for him, the comment section did not exactly go like he thought it would. So he's presently responding to this comment I have at the top of the screen right now. So in his video, the comment looks like this. As you can see, the comment was pushed to the side, so a good number of what was written was lost. And that was why I placed it on the screen like that, so you guys can see what Raheem was saying. See, Raheem isn't even black, but he gets it. But of course, the colonizers can't.
Nobody alive today is a colonizer. No white person in Africa is a colonizer.
The descendants of colonizers do not want to be called colonizers, even though they are holding on to properties that their colonizer parents and grandparents got unfairly. Properties that their parents and grandparents stole, unalived and subdued people to get. They want to be able to enjoy, keep the benefit and enjoy the privilege that came with colonization, but they want absolutely nothing to do with the history and the title colonizer. Shey you dey whine me ni?
because it's illegal, obviously. You can't colonize a country, it's illegal. But people are more accepting nowadays. That woman on that news report has done nothing. Well, I don't know her, but she's done nothing probably to black people. She's done nothing to Asian people. She's probably not even, and you can literally see she is tearing up over, does not solve.
Racidicism does not solve racidicism. Notice how he is not even talking about the issue of the land that Raheem spoke about in his comments. Of course, he doesn't care what Raheem said in his comments in regards to the land. The exact same thing South Africans have been saying for years now, that they want their land back. That's why he pushed Raheem's comment to the side of the video so we could not even see what Raheem was saying. He doesn't truly care about right from wrong. All he cares about is his white interest. So he's beating about the bush, screaming reverse racidicism like the earlier guy was. And again, just like the earlier guy, the vibe is the same, which is, I know we are racist towards you, but don't be racist towards us. And for the last time, the issue isn't racism, my goodness.
It's like me, I don't know, say if I stole something from someone else and then they stole off me. Like, they're just as bad as the person who done it in the first place, because they're still stealing. Same with if a black or a white person's racist to a black person and the black person's racist back to them, that doesn't solve anything. You're still both. Now, I'm not justifying what people did, colonizers did in the past 400 plus years ago, but we've learnt from that. Let's say Rosa Parks, she wasn't racist or anything. If you look at her story and how she done the bus boycott in America, I know this doesn't have anything to do with South Africa, but she wasn't racist to white people. She proved to everyone, she proved that black people should sit at the front of the bus alongside with white people. Martin Luther King, he said that, if you look at his I Have a Dream speech.
Oh my goodness, I can't. I just can't. Not him dragging Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King, bless their souls, into this. The way he was going, I just knew he was going to mention Martin Luther King's speech. I knew. The way they like to bring up the I Have a Dream speech whenever they go on these their pointless rants. How convenient they judge by the content of their character and not their skin color line is for them. It's the only line they know, and they always like to dangle it in our faces. For me, it's the caucasity of these folks to think that they can always pull up that speech and use for their selfish agenda when they are the reason why such a speech with such a line exists in the first place. And the only reason why he's on this route right now, mentioning Rosa Parks, mentioning Martin Luther King and his speech, is to say, see, we were racist towards them, but they weren't racist towards us. So we want the rest of you black folks to be like them. Why is it so hard for you guys to do? This is the madness that black people have to deal with. We ask for our stuff back, and to them is racism. We ask for our stuff back, and to them we are oppressing them. Well, since they want to die on this hill where they are experiencing fake oppression and reverse racism, can they please come up with their own speech?
He said that you shouldn't define anyone or treat them differently because of their skin color, and he did not just mean black people specifically, he meant everyone. So if Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks or any equal rights activist saw this today, they'd be well disappointed with our generation. Like, it's horrible, it's stupid, it's racist.
You can just imagine. Hey! I not blame Munasha. Na situation make crayfish bend.
What is happening in
Our people are getting...
There are no white Africans, only colonizers. No one invited them here. They could leave.